Hello there, my friends. Since my kitchen is under construction at the moment, I thought I should use this opportunity to push myself out of my comfort zone and move to Paris for the summer. Of course, I can't really do that. Ethan Klubowski can do that, but I've got kids and a kitchen remodel. Yes, I am jealous. I mean, aren't you? But today, I will take you to a hidden culinary gem right here in my hometown of Natick, Massachusetts. You know my love of pomegranate molasses, Zaatar, Labne, and other ingredients from the Eastern Mediterranean? Well, guess where I buy them? At Cilicia market. Cilicia is a region in Turkey. It's in the southern eastern part of Turkey on the Mediterranean Sea. Let's go in and do a little shopping. Cilicia market is run by a brother and sister team, George and Maral. And they are the reason that I love shopping here so much. When I'm confused with all different brands and all different ingredients, I just ask them and they always help me out. They have never led me astray. The really exciting news that they have is that they're building a kitchen in the back of the store, and they hope to offer dine-in, catering, and takeout in some near future. And I can't wait because God knows we need some better food in Natick. Hi George, thank you so much for letting me film today.
Hi Helen, so glad you're here. Come on and have fun shopping.
So the first thing on my list is, of course, pomegranate molasses. It's an amazing sweetness and acidity boost that you can use in both savory and sweet dishes. It lasts forever at room temperature. Because of its high sweetness and acidity level, it's not perishable. I wouldn't recommend refrigerating it because it becomes too viscous. The word molasses is really a misnomer. It has nothing to do with American molasses. It's more like a pomegranate syrup. Zaatar. This is a mix of mint, thyme, sumac, and sesame seeds. Sumac is slightly acidic, which gives this mix not only great aroma, but also some taste. You know, acidity is one of the 5 tastes. If you want to get your feet wet with both of these ingredients, the pomegranate molasses and zaatar, you can make my grilling glaze, which will work on absolutely everything you want to grill: fish, meat, chicken, or veggies. Now, let's talk about beans. For the longest time, I was a huge fan of Rancho Gordo, which is a mail order company from California. They're still good, but terribly expensive, and often out of my favorite bean called Royal Corona. It's this huge white beans with a beautifully dense and creamy texture. Luckily, Cilicia carries beans that look and taste exactly the same. They're great in everything: soups, stews, salads. If you want more info on how to cook them, I'll link to a video below. Just be aware that although they look white, they are not in the same category as cannellini, navy, or Great Northern. Those are small and cook very fast. These are humongous and they take a very long time. But with an instant pot, they're just as convenient to cook as any other bean. Bulgur. I love bulgur. It's the grain I use the most. Just soak it in water for 20 minutes and you're done. But that only applies to imported bulgur. Bulgur from American companies like Bob's Red Mill is way too chewy. So I stopped buying it, and now I get my bulgur from Cilicia. They carry many different granulations, so you can get it finer or coarser as you like. Here's an ingredient that's new to me. I heard about it on Rafika's Kitchen YouTube channel. This is a red pepper paste. It's similar in texture to tomato paste, but it's made from red peppers. There are different options with this ingredient. You can buy a sweet version made only from sweet peppers, or a spicy version made from a mixture of sweet and hot peppers. I tried both and I fell madly in love with the hot one. Here is why. It's a perfect level of heat for someone who is a chili wimp. I like my food only moderately spiced, so most Mexican and Asian chili pastes are too much for me, but this one is perfect. It offers a nice, gentle heat with no lingering pain. The first time I tried to buy the pepper paste, I was a little lost. I showed up at Cilicia market after watching Rafika's video and found at least 10 red pepper pastes. But the owner of Cilicia, Maral, came to my rescue and explained the differences in spiciness and texture between different brands. Labne is another staple that I can't live without. It's like the thickest, richest yogurt. If you want the most decadent breakfast, you can eat it with granola or spread it on a bagel and top with smoked salmon. And of course, I can't leave Cilicia's market without buying my children's favorite sesame pastries. These are little, very flaky tubes that are made out of something chocolatey, covered in sesame seeds with a tahini cream inside. We highly recommend them. It's an interesting thing that markets like these are called ethnic. I hate that word. I've never heard anyone in the US refer to Italian, French, or Spanish markets as ethnic. Those are usually called gourmet. But whenever somebody talks about Turkish, Syrian, or Lebanese markets, they use the word ethnic. It's easy to try to read something sinister into this, like gourmet is upper class and ethnic is lower class. But I really don't think that's it. I think we use the word ethnic to imply that most people in our country don't really understand this cuisine and don't know what to do with its ingredients. You might be wondering how I became such a fan of Eastern Mediterranean pantry. Pure luck. Many years ago, when I got this crazy idea that I should learn to cook professionally, I got an internship at Casablanca restaurant in Cambridge. Contrary to what the name might suggest, the primary influence in the food of Casablanca was Eastern Mediterranean, not Moroccan. My best guess is that the restaurant was named after the movie More Than the City because it was right underneath Brattle Square movie theater in Harvard Square. If you are ever in Boston, look it up. It's an amazing historical landmark. And this movie theater had a tradition of showing the movie Casablanca every Valentine's Day. So yeah, while I was working at this restaurant, using Eastern Mediterranean pantry became as natural as breathing. The food we cooked wasn't really Turkish or Armenian or Greek. If people from those countries tasted our food, they'd probably call it American. And that's where I realized the incredible versatility of these ingredients for American cooks. They seamlessly and naturally blend into any European cooking tradition, just like balsamic vinegar and Parmesan cheese does. I hope you give some of these ingredients a try. If you are in Boston Metro West, Cilicia Market is the best. Their info is in the description below. They have way better selection and better prices than Amazon. And the most important thing you gain by going to Cilicia are George and Moral's recommendations. If you're not local, you might very well have a market just like Cilicia. Ask around online. Most people who live in Natick don't know they have this amazing store right in their town. So there might be an amazing Eastern Mediterranean store in your area if you look for it. Here are more thought-provoking culinary videos for you to check out, and if you are ever in the Boston area, maybe I'll see you in one of my classes.